Testing. Testing. Okay. Good evening. I'm Kristen Lopez, Port Jervis School District Board Clerk. I hereby call the reorganizational meeting of July 1st, 2020 to order. Please stand for the pledge. At this time, I will now administer the oath of office to newly elected member William Onifrey. If you could please step forward.
I, William Onifrey,
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
of school board member
of school board member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Okay, and now we'll administer the oath to re-elected member Judith Motto. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of school board member according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And now, re-elected member Flo Santini. I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of school board member according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Thank you. Wonderful. At this time, we'll hold nominations and election of the board president and vice president. May I please have a motion and a second to open the nominations for school board president?
So moved. Second.
And Ray? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Would someone like to make a motion by raising your hand to nominate a candidate for school board president? Linda? Okay. Do I have a second for that motion? Are there any other nominations? May I have a motion and a second to close the nominations?
So moved. Second.
And may I have a motion and a second to approve the election of Deborah Lash as school board president?
So moved. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion and a second to open nominations for school board vice president?
I'll move it.
Judy? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Would someone like to make a motion by raising your hand to nominate a candidate for school board vice president? Ray?
I'd like to make a motion that Florence Santini be nominated for the position of Vice President of the school board.
May I have a second to that motion?
I'll move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Are there any other nominations? May I have a motion and a second to approve the election of Florence Santini as school board vice president?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, I'd like to have the oath of office given to Vice President Flo Santini, please. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of school board vice president according to the best of my ability. Congratulations and thank you for signing that. Thank you. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to give the oath of office to board president Deborah Lash. Raise your right hand, please. I, Deborah Lash, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of school board president according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Give you a sign. At this time, President Lash, would you give my oath of
Certainly.
office?
Okay, can you raise your right hand?
I, Kristen Lopez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of office of board clerk
the duties of office of board clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you very much. If you'll please take this
Okay.
and the gavel.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
It's my pleasure to turn the meeting over to Board President Debbie Lash.
Testing. Okay. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the reorganizational meeting. At this time, I'd like a motion and a second to bring the reorganizational consent items to the floor.
So moved. Second.
Ray and Billy. These items include the following: designation of official newspapers, radio stations, and television stations, statutory public official bonds, designation of depository, designation of establishing petty cash funds, transfer authority for the superintendent, mileage reimbursement, annual appointments for the 2021 school year, adoption of the 2021 Code of Conduct, adopt policy manual for the 2021 school year, adopt policy investment numbers 5220, 5221, 5410, and 5411 for the 2021 school year. At this time, I'd like to, do we still have to do roll call? No, right? Okay, all in favor of these consent agenda items?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the next item on the agenda is action items. Item A is the Port Jervis Free Library Payment Schedule for 2021. I need a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor, please.
I'll move it. I'll second it if Ray's moving it.
Okay, is there any question on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item B, assign a delegate to the Orange County School Boards Association. I'll entertain a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor, noting that Linda has volunteered to once again serve on this. Can I have a motion and a second, please? Bill?
Second.
Second, Flo? Okay, any discussion? Or is there anyone else who's interested in being on this?
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Yes.
Thanks,
thank you,
Linda. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item C is to assign a delegate to the New York State School Boards Association. Again, Linda has volunteered to serve on this. Could I have a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor?
I'll move it.
Bill?
Second.
Ray? Any discussion?
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Thanks, Linda. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item D, acting principal resolution for the 2021 school year. I'll entertain a motion to bring this item to the floor for discussion.
I'll move it.
Second.
Kayla, Brian, is there any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, acting principal resolution for the special education students being educated out of district for the 2021 school year. I need a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor.
So moved.
Ray?
Second.
Second is Kayla. Is there any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item F is the CSE vendor list for the 2021 school year. I need a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor for discussion.
I'll move it.
Judy?
Second.
Ray? Is there any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item G is special education committee members for the 2021 school year. I need a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor.
I'll move it.
Second.
Kayla, Brian, any discussion on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item H, designee and alternate designee to appoint impartial hearing officers for the 2021 school year. I need a motion and a second to bring this item to the floor.
I'll move it.
Bill?
Second.
Ray? Is there any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item I is impartial hearing officers for the 2021 school year. I'll entertain a motion and a second to bring this item up for discussion.
I'll move.
Flo?
Second.
Ray? Is there any discussion on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item J, Section 504, committee members for the 2021 school year. I'll entertain a motion and a second for this item, please.
So moved.
Ray?
I'll second.
Tanya? Moved it. Tanya and Ray, second. Okay, any discussion on this one?
It wasn't Tanya.
It wasn't Tanya.
It wasn't Tanya. Who
No,
was
it's
it?
Bill. Bill, did you move to second?
Did you move that one to second it?
not.
All right. who
I
moved
will
that
though.
one?
I thought I heard.
I will second it. Do you need
I
a
will
second?
too.
I will second it.
Okay. Kayla?
I'll third it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item K is a letter of engagement for legal services for the 2021 school year for Ingram and Smith LLP. I need
I'll move that.
Tanya,
I'll second.
Kayla. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, at this time, I'd like to have a motion and a second to adjourn the reorganizational meeting.
Second.
Bill, Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to enter executive session for the purposes of, hold on one second, of information regarding proposed pending or current litigation. There's more than one here. And personnel.
I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Kristen? Kristen, quick question. Did anyone ever submit to you the video that was made?
Kristen's the gatekeeper. That went on.
It's on now?
It should be, yeah, it went onto the high school webpage.
Okay.
And it also, should be also on Channel 20. So Channel 20 should have about like 5 or 6 videos. Yeah. We posted it. So people can find it anywhere.
Hey, someone took the AC on. You're the jack. So it's on the website now?
I just need to remind you, if you speak, you need to put your mic on, and otherwise, we don't hear you. Before, when you did some of the roll calls, I saw hands up and stuff like that, but I didn't really hear you because your mic was on. We heard you clearly, but, all the other ones were like, seconded, third, we didn't catch all of that.
No, I don't have a password. Go ahead, I'll do a paper copy tonight, and then we'll take care of
Oh,
it.
he's all good with the paper copy, believe me.
Ray knows me from way back.
Emerson, I wouldn't even bring out the laptop for Mr. Honorfree.
He'll be just fine.
There's a binder somewhere on there. It's got his name on it. I guarantee you.
I ran my business for 40 years with paper.
Bill's really good. Bill's really good with the binder and the folders. Just name him out. He's all good.
Okay. Hey, it took us a while.
Can I have a motion and a second to adjourn executive session, please?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Bill and Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, at this time, I'd like a motion and a second to return to regular session.
So moved.
Second?
Ray, Brian? 7:01. Okay, we have to do the pledge again? No, right?
No.
Do we have to do it again? All right, so can everyone stand for the pledge, please? Mr. Onifree, can you lead us in the pledge? Would like to observe a moment of silence in memory of Johnny Woolsey, who passed away. I just read it in the paper today. She was a longtime employee of the district here. Okay, at this time, I'd like an approval and a second for the board meeting agenda, please.
I'll move.
Flo?
Second it.
Bill? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, administrative reports, Mr. Lenz.
Thank you, Ms. Lash. So good evening, and first I would really just like to say thank you to the entire team that assisted in setting up for graduation. It looked wonderful that day, and really congratulations to the class of 2020. I would also just like to draw everyone's attention to our website, and as well as we did post it on Facebook, there's a form for food service to be a delivery model this year. And that really relates to the fact that summer school is online, as well as our buildings will not remain closed during the summer, besides food service and prepping for the next year. So with that said, there is a form on our website that individuals can complete to receive breakfast and lunch delivery from July 6th to August 14th. The food will still be available for pickup at 209 only throughout the summer, and That will happen, of course, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Meals will be served for 7 days a week, the couple days, each of those days. And that will happen from 11 to 12 each of those days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from the site. If you do sign up for delivery, right now we anticipate that to happen from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30. We will have 3 routes running. At this time, we rolled over the individuals that have been receiving deliveries from the Salvation Army. I certainly thank them for the service over the last 3.5 months. That was very helpful on their part. So we will be taking, picking up where they left off to continue that service. So there's 230 meals that will be continued to be served from that. And at this time, I have 9 families that have signed up from our website. So as people sign up, we will add them to the routes and make that happen. And that's all I have for this evening.
Lens, Mr. Pantaleone.
Thank you, Ms. Lash. First, I'd just like to congratulate each member of the class of 2020 for all of their achievements and contributions to the Port Jervis learning community. I would also like to thank the teachers, custodial staff, office staff, along with Mr. Murad and his team. The organization and execution of each event was flawless. The culminating event of the parade/motorcade was equally impressive and demonstrated the true support of our learning community for our kids. And I also would like to take a moment to welcome Mr. Onufry to the board. I look forward to working with you, and congratulations once again. And as we turn a corner into July, we're very excited for our summer program at all levels. Our elementary and secondary programs will begin next week. We're excited to provide robust offerings in not only credit recovery, but also in the realm of enrichment. Specifically, we have a strong program in special education where we have integrated co-teach models at the elementary and high school level. And we also have a tremendous interest and turnout in our STREAM enrichment program that we started a few years ago. This year, we're looking to do a pull-out model of STREAM enrichment for a standalone class, and then we're looking to do an integration model where we'll have 3 teachers push into the special ed classes to give them extra support each and every day of our program. Along with that, we have a robust music offerings inclusive of music theory, lessons, and musical theater. So again, I just want to thank all of our teachers, our students, and families for their interest, along with our summer school principals, Becky Fedorik at the high school level and Kate Oldham at the elementary level that have been doing a phenomenal job in the setup. Along with that, we are very excited to have a robust of professional development day for our summer school teachers, and the board is welcome to attend each of these sessions, and I included a link in my board report. So this is going to really give training for our teachers for a synchronous model for Monday, July 6th. We're going to have sessions that focus on Google Meet breakout rooms, utilizing our online Smart Suite software. Basically, teachers are going to be able to use their whiteboard capabilities from the comforts of their home and have interactive lessons. Along with that, instructional platforms such as Flipgrid, Screencastify, and Kami. Again, welcome the board to attend one or all of the sessions for our training this coming Monday. I'd also like to mention our Choose Committee. On this Tuesday, we really merged the committees of health, education, wellness, and safety to discuss the key areas of our reopening, and really focusing on academics, health and safety, and wellness. The team was moderated by myself, Mr. Idell, and Mr. Lenz, and we had tremendous feedback and support from each member of our learning community and a vested interest from our stakeholders. So we will be holding weekly meetings of our Choose Committee just to really get feedback from all of our stakeholders on our plans for reopening. And then lastly, I would like to thank all of our students for their membership, acceptance in the membership of the Untitled Chapter of the National Honor Society. Your dedication for academics, extracurricular activities, and service is recognized and appreciated, and we're all excited for their induction this coming fall. Thank you.
Leo.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you very much. I just want to say how nice it is to actually meet with each of you in the same room, live, in person. It feels like progress. Ironically, when we were meeting on the computer, I could actually see each of you throughout the meeting. And now based on this seating arrangement, I can't. but it's still really nice to be in the same room with each of you. I do want to echo or concur with Mr. Lenz in his appreciation to the Salvation Army in the delivery of the meals throughout the closing of schools. Captain Ross and her team were just unbelievable, extremely generous, and they clearly went above and beyond, and tremendous appreciation for them and all they did for our community. I would like to also commend our most recent graduates, the class of 2020, for their accomplishments and achievements. And I hope my message that I want to share is understandable in what I'm about to say. But quite frankly, I've been hearing the same term over and over, both in the news and in various speeches that you see online. And it's the word resilience, and saying the result of this pandemic, that this class will be resilient. And like I said, I've grown tired of it, because I think it's just not what the outcome is. I believe our students were resilient before this virus, before any of us uttered the word COVID or coronavirus. I believe our faculty and staff were resilient long before March 13th, and it was this resilience that allowed them, it was this attribute that allowed them to be successful and to overcome all the obstacles over the past few months. So to the class of 2020, COVID didn't make you resilient. You were resilient, and that's what's going to pay off in the future. Again, I hope that was understandable and what my point is on there. And you made the graduation requirements, you completed them, making the most of a situation that is clearly understated as being an unfortunate situation. So I want to commend Mr. Pantaleone and Mr. Lenz for organizing the Choose Committee that Mr. Pantaleone explained. It was really an awesome time with our subcommittees yesterday, just talking about where we were with the plans for reopening. We don't know what the parameters are. We don't know what the restrictions will be, but just having that dialogue of what do our students need, what might they need, and what do our faculty and staff need. And quite frankly, we spent a lot of time talking about what do parents need? What will our parents need for this transition if we were to come back to school 5 days a week, if we were to come back on a rotating basis? So it was a great opening conversation, and we'll keep you posted on the various plans. And I want to also echo a welcome to Mr. Onifrey.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on the Board of Education, and congratulations to Mrs. Lash and Mrs. Santini for their reelection. I believe the last year, the challenges of the closing of the schools notwithstanding, your leadership, your collective leadership on this board made a tremendous difference, and I look forward to all that we'll accomplish this year. So I'll close with wishing all of our students, our faculty and staff, a wonderful summer recess. While I would say that summer recess is always well-deserved, I'm stressing this one is well-deserved. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rydell. Okay, at this time, it's the consent agenda items. I'll need a motion and a second to bring the consent items to the floor. These items include the following: minutes of the June 17th, 2020 meeting, minutes of the June 18th, 2020 meeting, minutes of the June 26th, 2020 special meeting, CPSE meeting minutes from 6:15, 6:16, 6:18, and 6:22, CSE meeting minutes from 6:9, CSE meeting minutes annual review for 2021 from 6:09, 6:10, 6:15, 6:16, and 6:18. Can I have a motion and a second for that?
I'll move.
Second.
Flo, Brian, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 9, personnel appointment items. I'll need a motion and a second to bring these items to the floor, and then I'll state what they include.
I'll move it.
Bill? Flo? Okay, these include resignation vacancy number 2228, secondary summer school teachers, amendment to tenure eligibility date, amendment to employment contract, appointment vacancy number 2228, secondary summer school teacher, appointment secondary summer school substitute teacher, appointment summer school support staff, and appointment support staff substitutes.
I'll move it. Second.
Oh, that was already moved. We just need a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 10 is an action item. It's the agreement to furnish food service to the City of Port Jervis Summer Rec Program. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll move it.
Judy?
Second.
Brian? Any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next is board member comments. Judy?
I would like to welcome Bill back on the board. Also, congratulations to you, Debbie, and to Flo. And also, congratulations to our 2020 graduates. Especially to me, last one.
Doesn't it feel good when it's
It
over?
does feel good.
Brian?
As a new parent for the past couple of years, having my daughter go through graduation this year was stressful, not to say the least. But and I couldn't imagine what kind of a ceremony she would even have. But what we actually had was actually better than a traditional graduation in many aspects. And I couldn't thank everybody in this room, the administrators, the teachers, everybody who contributed for what we did, for weeks and weeks and weeks of committees on what we were going to do and everybody's opinions. And I just want to say thanks. It was a really, really good day, and I'm happy for my daughter who got to have that. So.
Kayla?
Bill, I may as well congratulate you for your election, as everyone else did, again. The graduation was absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie. I might have cried on that stage a few times in the 2 hours that I was there. It was so moving to have, like, the personal interaction with all of the students as they were coming and seeing the reactions on all of those parents' faces. It melted me a couple times.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who was involved in that, and congratulations to the graduates.
Bill?
Yes, first I'd like to say how pleased I am to be back on the board and look forward to working with everybody here. And I just wanted to make mention of the pictures of the senior students on East Main Street. I don't know who was responsible for that, but that was a wonderful thing to see. It was really nice.
Thanks. Tanya?
I also want to welcome Bill. Oh, that sounds awful. Is that the, I also want to welcome Bill, and also as a parent of a graduating senior this year, I want to commend everybody. I mean, I saw what was happening in the other districts around us, and in the end, I think no district anywhere around the country, much less our local area, could compare with what we ended up with our graduation. And I can tell you from the all-night grad party, which I know they renamed it the Big Gift Giveaway or something.
Mm-hmm.
From that all the way through to the parade, seeing the smiles on those kids' faces, and it wasn't just a few, I mean, every one of them, the pride and the joy in their faces was worth every minute of it. And I know how much hard work went into it and how much planning, and it came across seamless, but I want to commend everybody involved in that. And also point out, which this actually came from my mother, was how every single person we encountered in that day, no matter what capacity it was from the first person at the entrance to 209 all the way to the end of the parade, was pleasant and smiling and happy to be there. And they had to have been roasting, standing out in that sun for hours on end, but you never would have known it, because even every worker, every person who was here literally was joyful for the event, and that makes a world of difference too. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Good evening. First, I'd like to start by welcoming Bill back. Look forward to working with you again. Thank you. Welcome back. Second, to our graduating class, congratulations. You made it. Against all obstacles that they threw at you guys and girls, you made it. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. To the team responsible for that wonderful event, thank you. Everyone that had a hand in it, from the planning committees to the students that voiced their desires and they want. Congratulations to everyone. As Tanya said, it may have looked like it went seamlessly, but far from it. A lot of work went into it. To the rest of the learning community, thank you, because you guys played a tremendous part in that also. This was not your normal year. If anything, it was anything but normal. And you helped the students get through it. And I wish you all the best of summer. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. Flo?
Yes, I know we're all repeating this, but I want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I only was able to do the motorcade at night to join our seniors and parents, and I want to tell you, this is what makes me proud living in this community. Between the seniors, between their cars, between what was decorated on them, and their faces, their smiles. But when you, and the fire departments, the police departments, everybody that was there for our students. But when we went out Hamilton Street and you saw the public and you saw our residents standing there, and that meant so much. I mean, the corners were filled with people, lawns were filled with people. It was wonderful. Everybody, the music, everybody. I was even dancing in the car. But it was, and I want to thank the administrators, the teachers, all our staff, as I've said before, what they've done here the past 2 years. Our bar is so high, and I know we're reaching more and more. And what we went through these past couple of months, I thank you for being there for us, because if nobody's there for us, we're not going to be able to do what we've done. Thanks, Billy, for doing what you've done, and you're back with us again. Memories. I want to thank the public for their vote. I know I've said it before, but this is the first time we're here, with a semi-normal look for the board sitting here and our administrators. And I want to thank the board for voting for me for vice president. I really appreciate it. And I hope I could do whatever I can. But I want to say, again, this district, our residents, what we do for our students, and this administration, and all our staff, I want to thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just love being in this district. And you know where I am. Thank you.
I just want to say the same thing. Well said, Tanya. I agree with that. That was everybody standing out in that hot sun, and everybody did a fantastic job. All of our administrators there through it all, and they all did a great job. I also want to thank Bill for coming back and being a part of us. I'm looking forward to working with you. And I also want to personally thank Kelly Ross of the Salvation Army for all that they did to help us get through this past pandemic problem that we had. And they moved the food. They were really out there, and they helped so much and fed so many. And congratulations to Debbie and Flo, and I'm looking forward to spending a good year with you. So I think that's about it. Thank you.
No? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself again. I was only able to participate in the actual graduation march with the kids. I never saw a more respectful bunch of young men and women walk in there, the smiles on their faces, their attentiveness to the people speaking. I watched graduation online. I saw the clips from the parade. This is what Port Jervis is all about and what Port Jervis Pride is, and I was never prouder to be a part of it. I wish I could have had that when I graduated many years ago. Welcome, Bill. I'm looking forward to a nice, productive year with you here. I'd like to thank everyone for their support this evening, for Flo and I and the leadership. nothing I do is perfect, but I try my best to lead us out there and present a good front when we come out. Just take notice in your folders tonight, we did the form for the board self-evaluation. Those results are in there, so I look forward to meeting at some time over the summer to continue working on that and moving towards some of the areas of improvement that we have. And again, thank you to the administration for making sure that our kids did have a great day. You'd never wavered, you just kept pushing at it, and, you know, for that, I think everybody, there's not been one negative comment I've seen. Everything I've seen has been how wonderful it was. So, and with that, I just wish that everyone enjoys their summer, take advantage of the nice days, and we'll see you back in the fall, let's hope. Okay, so at this time, the dates to remember the next meeting, the dates to remember a next meeting date. July 3rd is a holiday. The district is closed. The next meeting of the Board of Education will be held on Tuesday, July 21st, 2020 at 7 p.m. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Flo?
Second.
Brian? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion. Meeting's adjourned. Have a good night, everybody.